All right, we're live. What's going on, guys? So welcome back to Week 2 NFL Picks. We're back here with Preston and Gage.
What's up, guys?
All right, so not a very good start, I would say. We all did pretty bad. I barely Preston and Gage are tied right now, 7-8-1, and I'm 9-6-1. So I'm 2 games ahead of them. But either way, we still didn't do that good as it is. So hopefully this can be a better week. We got to talk about some games here, but. Any thoughts right now, Preston?
My butt is sore.
His butt is sore. All right, Gage, what about you? Any thoughts?
Dude, the Browns had 6 turnovers. How could they not win the game?
Yeah, I think it's... I don't know how a team could have such bad luck. It doesn't get any worse than that, so... But anyways, we can talk about that when we get more to that. So the first game we have this week, we have the Ravens and the Bengals. I'm going to let you start off, Gage, this week.
Ooh, okay, so I got Baltimore Ravens. I'm liking the offense of the Bengals with Joe Mixon and Andy Dalton, AJ Green, even though I don't really like Andy Dalton. But I think the Ravens will pull up just barely because their defense is super elite. And I got Joe Flacco throwing for about 2 touchdowns, so... I want to say it's going to be 24-20 Baltimore.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Ravens as well. It's a Thursday night game. The Ravens are going to get their revenge on the Bengals after the Bengals basically, I saw this thing where it was 2 revenge games for the Ravens. So the Ravens got their revenge game against the Bills because the Bills were the team that got into the playoffs. And the Bengals were the team that knocked the Ravens out of the playoffs. So... It's going to be 2 revenge games, I guess, back-to-back. I think the Ravens are going to pull it out. Their defense is phenomenal. It looked good. But at the same time, they were playing the Bills.
Yeah, that's true.
But, so, I'm not going to get all crazy and say the Ravens are going to be, this really dominant team. But I feel like that right now, they're going to be competing with the Steelers. So, I think their defense is good enough to win this game. And I think it'll be a close Thursday night game, rival game. You said 24-20. I think it's going to be a little bit more higher scoring. I think it's going to be 31-28 Ravens.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Preston, who you got?
Yeah, both teams played surprisingly well this first weekend. Surprisingly, Andy Dalton played well and Joe Flacco. It wasn't a surprise that, they blew out the Ravens blew out the Bills, but it was a surprise by, how many points they put on the board.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the Ravens just because I don't think Andy Dalton's going to put 2 good weeks together in a row. So, I got Ravens winning. It'll be a close game, though.
Yeah, and another thing to mention, the Ravens' offense hasn't been really good in the past, and they put up 47. So, and the Bengals last week, we all picked the Colts to beat the Bengals, and they were actually winning for the majority of that game, and the Bengals came back. So... It all depends how the Ravens play in the second half. I think they're going to get up on the board pretty early, and I just think it's going to be too much. But I guess we all got Ravens. All right. Next game, we have the Sunday game, first 12 o'clock game. We have the Carolina Panthers at Atlanta Falcons. Preston, who you got?
I'm going to take my Panthers over the Falcons just because I like how the defense played against Dallas last week. And they'll be able to shut the run game down. And then Matt Ryan didn't look good. Carolina just got to make sure Julio doesn't go off, and they should be able to come out of the dub.
Yeah, Gage, who you got?
Ooh, I got the Atlanta Falcons winning. Carolina did really good against the Dallas Cowboys, but I feel like. I just have this feeling that Julio Jones will have a really good game against the Carolina Panthers because I question their secondary a lot. So, I don't know. I got a high-scoring game. I got Atlanta winning 31-24.
I have the Atlanta Falcons as well. I feel like they played pretty good against the defending Super Bowl champions, despite that was a defensive game. And the Panthers' offense is really not that good. I feel like we gave them problems on offense. They won but at the same time, they didn't play that well. That game was just awful between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. And I really don't think this Panthers team is that good. We know they have a good defense. I feel like this is going to be actually a defensive game between these two. I think it's going to be low scoring and boring. I have it 17-10 Falcons win.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah. I don't see much from this game at all, honestly. And, but I could be wrong, but I think the Falcons will edge it out. And they lost Keanu Neal for the season, so that might be a little bit of a problem for
And
them.
Deion Jones.
Yeah, and Deion Jones too.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like they'll be fine, and they looked really good against the Eagles. But, I think I'll just take the Falcons 17-10. All right. Next game we have the San Diego Chargers at Buffalo Bills. This is my pick. I'll pick. Oh yeah, this is an easy game. I have the Chargers winning. I think they'll bounce back after that loss to the Chiefs. They put up 27 points or something like that, and they still lost.
Oh yeah.
And the Bills are just awful, terrible team right now. Got blown out by the Ravens. See them getting blown out again at home. I'm gonna say 34-16.
You really think Nathan Peterman's going to score that many points?
34-10. I'll give him a touchdown. All right, Gage, who you got?
I have to agree with you, Eric. I got the Los Angeles Chargers winning. This will be a very easy game. I feel like they're going to bench Nathan Peterman for Josh Allen. I feel like they'll put up a little bit more points, but I got the Chargers winning definitely in every category. So I got 33-17 Chargers.
All right.
If the Chargers don't win, I quit.
Score?
Say 21-7.
All right. Next game. Minnesota Vikings at Green Bay Packers. Preston, who do you got?
Best rivalry in the NFL right now. Both these two teams are really good. I mean, the Packers have some weak links, but Aaron Rodgers is a god. I really liked how the Vikings played in Week 1 defensively. Offensively, Kirk Cousins. He didn't seem that he seemed like he's ready to go. Of course, they played a relatively easy team last week, but
They were down by so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Aaron Rodgers just turned on Aaron Rodgers mode. So.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with the Vikings just because they usually do pretty well against Aaron Rodgers. I think, Aaron Rodgers, he probably has one of his lowest winning percentages against the Vikings.
So,
out of any other team.
So you got the Vikings?
Yeah, I got the Vikings.
What do you think the score will be? Or do you think
I say it's going to be close. I say 24-20.
All right. All right, here we go. You ready for this? The Packers are getting blown out by the Minnesota Vikings. Their defense is going to shut down Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron Rodgers got hurt again. He's banged up after the Bears game. His offensive line did terrible. He got sacked all over the place, and he got hurt, and yeah, they played terrible without him. So if Aaron Rodgers does not stay on the field, they're getting blown out by at least 30. I'm just going to say that right now. And the Minnesota Vikings, they looked pretty good. They made a play. It's like these teams had similar roads this past week. So the Packers made the right play at the very end when it mattered to win the game, and the Vikings made the right play defensively on the road against the 49ers when Harrison Smith got that pick to seal the game. So I feel like the Vikings defense is going to be too much. I feel like Aaron Rodgers will throw one, maybe two interceptions, but I could see him getting sacked a lot and maybe possibly getting hurt. But if he does stay on the field, I think it'll be a closer game. I'm going to say the Vikings win this game 31-17.
Wow.
And who do you got, Gage?
Well, I got the Vikings also. I got a little bit of a closer game. It's a rivalry game. Like you said, it's a pretty intense rivalry.
Oh, I forgot. They're playing in Lambeau. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
I'll say 31-20.
All right. But yeah, I got the Vikings winning also. I got them winning 24-17. Defense is elite, and they'll stop Aaron Rodgers.
All right. You're going to prove who's the NFC North Kings, I guess, in this game. All right. Next game, we have the Cleveland Browns at New Orleans Saints. Who you got, Gage?
Oh, I got the New Orleans Saints easily. Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas is going to go right through that defense. I know they did really well against Pittsburgh, but Drew Brees is not going to, throw 3 interceptions and 2 fumbles. It's going to be, I want to say a blowout. I want to say it's going to be 22-10. That's what I got, Saints.
Preston?
Okay. So, who dat? That's what I'm asking the Saints. What happened this past weekend? Like, how you let Fitzmagic go off for 5 touchdowns against you? Like, I'm gonna take the Browns in this one. I say they get their first win in a long fucking time. It's gonna be a high-scoring game again. So I would, if you have any fantasy players on either team, like Jarvis Landry or Kamara or Breeze, put them in. But yeah, I got the Browns in a high-scoring game. I say 35-31.
All right. As
God.
bad as the Saints played last week, or I guess they didn't play bad. They still put up 40.
No.
But as bad as their defense played, they're still gonna win this game. They're at home. The Browns are allergic to winning, like we saw in that last game. They couldn't win a game. They literally had every chance in the world to win that game, and they lost. Like, how do you get a pick? How do you get a pick? It looked like a pick six, and he fell down, and then they missed. They let the field goal be blocked. How could you be so unlucky? How could one team be so unlucky? Like, it makes no sense. And it was a division game, so I can see why that was close. And same with the Saints game. It was a division game. And the Buccaneers, I said the Buccaneers always play good against the Saints somehow, but I still feel like the Saints were going to win, and they did. They ended up losing. I don't think Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to play that good again. But we'll talk about that when we get to the Buccaneers. But no, I think the Saints. I think this will be a close game just because the Browns will have some fight in them. I'm gonna say 31-24 touchdown.
Browns are pissed. Saints are pissed too, but Browns are pissed.
Yeah, I don't know. The Browns.
Hey man, we might be sleeping on the Tampa Bay offense though with Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess when you have weapons, you can look good, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
So
you think Jameis will get benched?
I think he'll get traded. If anything, he's
Ryan
gonna trade
Fitzpatrick
for
does
him.
the same performance in this game or next game, whatever the game is. Yeah, he'll be taking over his starting job.
Well, there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback, so I mean, I could see someone trading for
Bills.
Jameis Winston. Yes, Jameis Winston to the Bills, maybe.
We're calling that.
Ooh,
Hey,
okay.
let's see. We'll see how Fitzmagic plays this week because he had the freaking game of his life. 5 total touchdowns.
Nah, he's done it before.
Well, I just can't believe. I mean, the Saints' defense hasn't been that good in the past, but I thought it was going to be good this year. But like I said, we can't really judge anything. It was only week 1.
Yeah.
All right, week 3. Oh boy, not week 3. I don't know what I'm talking about. So next game, Miami Dolphins at New York Jets. I'm going to go ahead and pick the New York Jets. They played amazing last night against the freaking Detroit Lions. Oh, my goodness. 5 interceptions on defense. They shut down Matthew Stafford. They were all over him. Sam Darnold, yeah, he threw a pick 6 in his first play. But, I mean, I guess he still played pretty good. And he threw 2 touchdowns, something like that? And overall, they just dominated them on the road. And they're back home, and they're playing the Miami Dolphins, who surprisingly beat the Tennessee Titans. I wasn't expecting that. Tannehill had a good game. I feel like this is going to be a pretty solid game. This is a division game, but I feel like the Jets are going to win this game. I feel like they're just more weapons, and Tannehill will struggle. He'll throw a couple picks. He's not going to play as good. So I feel like the Jets will win this game 27-20. Gage, who you got?
I agree with everything with you. I got the Jets winning. I think Sam Darnold's going to have a great game. Same with Ryan Tannehill. But I think they're barely just going to edge them out because the Jets' defense is better than Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 24-17 Jets.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth on this one just because of how Tannehill played last week. And that was just his first game back. But then again, Sam Darnold played amazing.
What's up, Trenton?
It was his first game in the NFL period. So, yeah, I'm going to go with my gut here and say the Dolphins just because, they might have an opportunity to watch some film on Darnold and, see what the Jets did well. And then the Jets also played against, they played against the Lions, who they're decent. But, yeah, we'll see. I think I'm going to pick the Dolphins, though, in a relatively close game. I'd say, 17-24.
Yeah, I mean, this Dolphins team is a whole different story when you have Ryan Tannehill, apparently. But But I mean, I'm surprised they were able to win that game against the Titans just because like they lost so many people, but they did get their quarterback back. So I mean, sometimes that can be enough. But we'll see how that game goes. I feel like it's going to be close either way. So you got Dolphins?
Yeah.
All right. So next game we have the. Oh, this game is okay. Kansas City Chiefs at Pittsburgh Steelers. Preston, who you got?
Shoot, man. I mean, I really hope that the Chiefs lose because I'm a Chargers fan. Last week was disappointing. They always tend to come back in the fourth quarter, but like they're just a mess. I can't stand them sometimes. Los Angeles Chokers. But anyways, Chiefs and Steelers. I'm gonna go with the Steelers just because they're at home and Connor played well, so they'll hopefully he'll be able to establish the running game again if Le'Veon Bell decides to sit out. And then Mahomes going up to Pittsburgh. We'll see how he plays there. He played well last week. But I'm just gonna go with the Steelers. I'm actually gonna say it's gonna be a high-scoring game. 31-24.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and take an upset here. I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs on the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like the way Patrick Mahomes played. I've been sleeping on this man for so long, but he ended up playing good. I feel like he needs to get – okay, but there's one thing I need to say. He needs to get Travis Kelce and Kareem Hunt in the mix because he only targeted Travis Kelce a couple times, and he had one catch. And Travis Kelce is one of the best tight ends in the league, so you got to get him going. Kareem Hunt didn't do that much either in the running game. It was all passing game. It was all literally Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, the whole game. So if the Steelers figure that out and shut it down, then Patrick Mahomes is going to have to be able to utilize his other weapons, which I think he can do. And if he does do that, they're going to win this game. And the Steelers, I don't know how they're going to do with. I mean, James Conner, I feel like he's going to have a solid game. But I don't know. I feel like the Steelers were probably going to win this game. I just want to take the upset, though. I mean, there was upsets last week, so you got to take an upset every now and then. I'm going to take the Chiefs in a close game, 28-26.
Wow. I have to agree. I have to go with. I have to agree with you, Eric. I got Kansas City Chiefs winning 28-24. I think James Conner will have a good game, but I feel like the Chiefs. I think that he won't have the same performance as he did week one, but I think Patrick Mahomes will utilize his weapons, and if his pass game's not working, he'll just give it to Kareem Hunt, who led the league in rushing in his rookie year. So, yeah, I got 28-24 Kansas City.
All right. Next game, Philadelphia Eagles at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fitzmagic is back. All right, Gage, who you got?
Oh, my goodness. I hate the Eagles. I'm going to... you know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'll go Philadelphia Eagles 28-27. I got Ryan Fitzpatrick doing the same performance as the week one against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to ride this little train for right now.
Wait, you got the Buccaneers?
No, I got Eagles winning barely. I still got I got 20-27 Buccaneers. Screw it. Fine, I'll go with Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'll choose upset. That'll be my upset game.
Preston?
Oh. Yeah, I got Tampa Bay winning. I got Deshaun Jackson and Mike Evans. Oh God, I'm gonna do this upset. I have to do it. Yeah, Tampa Bay winning 28-27 against the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right.
It's at Tampa Bay, so I'm hoping for a little bit of magic.
I mean, this game is going to come down to how Nick Foles plays.
I forgot Nick Foles was playing.
I think
so that's why.
Patrick is going to play well enough to put points on the board. But it's going to come down to if the Eagles can put points on the board because they didn't look like Nick Foles. I mean, he did his job enough for them to win, but he didn't look great. So Carson Wentz out till out at least the first 4 weeks, I think. But I'm just gonna take the safe pick and say Eagles. I'm gonna say medium scoring game, 17-14.
Okay. I have the Buccaneers winning on a game-winning field goal, and they're going to win by a field goal. 3-point game. I feel like this Eagles team, their defense is really good. That was a defensive game versus the Falcons. But overall, Nick Foles did not play that good. And I feel like the offense is going to struggle. And Tampa Bay, is going to get it rolling on the receiving core, and I feel like that the secondary is going to have a little bit of problems tonight for that day. I feel like they struggled against the passing game of Matt Ryan, even though he did play terrible. Still, like their cornerbacks are still getting burned. But credit it was Julio Jones. But still, Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans, I think it's going to be too much for this Eagles secondary. But I mean, we'll see if we're gonna roll on this Fitz magic train one more week. See if it happens. If the Buccaneers win this game by like more than 10 points, then what is going on, man? Like Buccaneers, what are y'all doing? But all right. So we both got Buccaneers. Preston's got the Eagles. All right. Next game we have the Houston Texans at Tennessee Titans. Both teams did not look very good this past week. But the Texans did fight hard against the Patriots. I feel like they'll bounce back and win this game on the road against the Titans. And I got Deshaun Watson playing a little bit better, and their defense getting going. They're on the road. Tennessee probably get some Marcus Mariota will probably play pretty decent. Derrick Henry run the ball. But overall, I think the Texans are going to do enough to win this game. And I feel like that they will win this game probably about 28-21 touchdown. Who you got, Gage?
I got Houston Texans also. I think it'll be a low-scoring game. I got 17-13. I feel like the Texans will get a slow start in the first half, but pick up in the second half. And, yeah, I got Houston Texans winning.
It's a tough game, mainly because, just like quarterback play, how the quarterbacks are going to play is probably going to determine who's going to win. Because each team has, like, I'd give Houston they're probably better defensively. Mm-hmm. I think Houston, week one, they really just needed to get, like, in-game experience because they, I forgot, but they have, like, I think it was 13. No, they replaced, like, over half their team is brand new this year, I think.
Are you talking? Wait, what team?
The Texans. I think I heard that.
Yeah, their defense is a lot different, I think.
I'm gonna give the Texans this game because I think they got some of the rust off in week one, and they'll play a little bit better.
I mean, they were playing the AFC champions.
They were playing the Patriots.
Yeah, and we knew that game was going to be close. And Deshaun Watson, he actually didn't do as good as I thought he was going to do. But the Patriots
first game back from an ACL tear too.
I mean, he'll get it going sooner or later. So I wouldn't give up on him right away. But so we all got Texans. All right. Next game, we have the Indianapolis Colts at Washington Redskins. Preston, who you got?
I'm going to take the Redskins. Colts didn't look good in week one. They lost to the Bengals. Redskins, Alex Smith played well. Like I said, old reliable. He's going to get the job done.
Yeah.
They'll have good regular seasons, but come playoff time, I'm not putting my money anywhere towards them. I'm not putting my money anywhere towards the Redskins making the playoffs, though, either. So, Redskins, I'd say it's going to be, 24-7. Pretty big win.
All right. Yeah, surprisingly, I have the Washington Redskins, unfortunately, going 2-0. I feel like they're just a better team than the Colts. I'll say it's about 24-17 game. I feel like it'll be close. Andrew Luck will do decent, but I feel like overall, Adrian Peterson, Alex Smith are going to do enough to win this game, and it's going to be too much for the Colts defense, who don't really have anything going for them. So Washington wins this game. Gage?
Yeah, I got Washington Redskins winning this game. I got a high-scoring game, actually. I got 31-28. I feel like Andrew Luck will put on a little bit of a show. He did really good in the first week.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for
the defense,
Jack Doyle, I think.
The defense, bro.
But with Jack Doyle with the fumble, if he wouldn't have fumbled, they would have maybe won the game-winning drive for the Colts. So I still got Washington beating them, though. Alex Smith, I just feel like Washington's a better team than the Indianapolis Colts, and so I got them winning 31-28.
All right. Next game we have the LA Rams, or the freaking Arizona Cardinals versus I can't talk. LA Rams. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Rams are gonna win this game pretty easily. Freaking Cardinals scored 6 points last week, and they just are not a good team. So David Johnson, like I said, he's the only guy on their team, and he didn't do much. So I just like this Cardinals team is bad, and the Rams team is one like they got started a little slow, but they were playing on the road against the Raiders. But they ended up winning that game pretty easily.
Yeah.
That second half defense showed up, and honestly, I have the Rams shutting them out. I feel like the Rams win this game like 24-0.
Whoa, wow, all right.
Yeah, the Cardinals will not score. That's what I got. Who you got, Gage?
Yeah, I got the Rams winning. I got them at least, David Johnson getting at least one touchdown, but I got 28-14 Rams. Rams just, of course, another really way more better team. Defense will probably stop the run for the most part, but I thought the Cardinals will score a few times, so I got 28-14.
I was
Rams 2014.
Okay.
I was gonna make a bold prediction too, like you, Eric. I was gonna say the Rams win by at least 35.
Wow.
Their offense looked really good in week 1, and I'd say, I just think they're gonna win like 42-7.
Yeah, honestly, like I would be putting something that bold, but I feel like that this being like a division game, like the Cardinals will probably not let them score that many points on them. So, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. All right, next game, we have the Detroit Lions at San Francisco 49ers. Who you got, Preston?
Lions and Niners. I got the Niners. They played decent last week. Lions looked pretty terrible, especially defensively. I'm going to go with the 49ers. I think they're going to win in a relatively, they'll win by 7 to 10 points. So I say 28-17.
All right, Gage?
Yeah, I got San Francisco winning. I think the Lions will put on a better show than they did against the Jets. Hopefully, Matthew Stafford will do a lot better, but I got 28-24 49ers winning it.
Yeah, I have the 49ers as well. Lions did not play good. Matthew Stafford was didn't have a just didn't really have a good game at all. Was being careless at the end with those throws, and the Jets defense showed up. 49ers didn't play bad against the Vikings, but overall the Vikings were just too much for them. I feel like Jimmy G will win this game for them. It'll be pretty close.
Yeah.
I don't see it being a blowout. I'm going to say 49ers 20-17. All right, next game we have the Oakland Raiders at Denver Broncos. Who you got, Gage?
I got the Denver Broncos winning 28-21. This Denver Broncos defense is bad news, man. I feel like what the Rams did to the Raiders can pretty much be the same thing. And I got Case Keenum throwing for about 3 touchdowns again. So, yeah, 28-21 Denver.
Yeah, I got the Broncos as well. I feel like Case Keenum will get it going. They had a good game against the Seahawks, and the defense is legit again. Von Miller won the game for them.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like this Raiders team I don't know what to expect from them. They played really good in the first half against the Rams, but then in the second half, it's like they couldn't do anything. So I feel like the Broncos defense is just not as good, but almost as good as the Rams defense. So I feel like that they'll overall win a close, pretty boring game. I'll say it's like 17-13.
Yeah, I hate both these teams, but I hate the Raiders more, so I'm going to pick the Broncos. Case Keenum, I really liked how he played last year and last week. I thought it was very impressive. Everybody's like, oh, he's a true system quarterback. He might be, but, he looked very well, or looks very good.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Broncos, 21-7.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be a close game.
Yeah.
Or at least 2 touchdowns at most, but we'll see what happens. All right, next game we have the New England Patriots at Jacksonville Jaguars. I have the
It's a rematch.
the rematch.
Easy, I know what's gonna happen. Don't worry.
Shoot. Fuck.
No balls.
You know what? Screw the New England Patriots. I got the Jacksonville Jaguars winning this game. I hate Patriots. I don't care. you know what? The Patriots are probably gonna win this game, but you know what? I don't care. I feel like the defense will show up. Whatever. Jacksonville, 2017.
Wow.
Gage, who you got?
Easy. I got Jacksonville blowing out the New England Patriots 31-17. This defense is going to show up. Hey, the New York Giants offense, to be honest, their receiving core is actually really good. And Saquon Barkley in the backfield, they did a really good job defensively in that game. But New England Patriots have no weapons. I know they have Robin Couch, that's the only one they have. But I got this a blowout, 31-17. Tom Brady might, actually think about retirement after this season.
I'm surprised you picked that, but honestly, I hope you're right. I really hope they blow them out. But them being the Patriots, I feel like it'll be close. But we'll see.
I hate the Patriots, but dude, Tom is I think he's gonna study up from the AFC Championship, study up from watching him last week, and same with Belichick. Belichick always finds a way to.
That's also true.
Yeah.
He just always finds a way. He always just looks for one weakness and just hits it over and over and over again. So I actually have the Patriots, and I don't think that the Jaguars are going to do well offensively.
They didn't last week.
Yeah, what's his face is questionable.
Blake Bortles?
No, running back.
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, Fournette's questionable. So T.J. Yeldon's most likely going to get the carries. So I'm gonna take the Patriots in a pretty big win. I'd say 28-10.
Oh dang! All right. Yeah, I mean this Jacksonville Jaguars. I totally forgot about that offense. They have to get it going.
That's Jacksonville though, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. If they want to win this game, they got to play good offense. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And then we have Sunday Night Football. New York Giants at Dallas Cowboys. Who you got?
Oh, God.
Preston, who do you got, bro?
All right, so this is the AIDS fest of this week. At this,
hurts, man.
I mean, geez, I don't know. I kind of want the Giants to win just to piss you guys off. Even though I normally take the Cowboys over the Giants. Saquon. He looked good in week 1. 100 yards, a touchdown.
Yeah, he did. I'll give him that. He did look good.
Yeah.
But Eli looked like
Eli Manning.
He looked like Eli,
yeah.
Not Super Bowl Eli, like Eli from last year.
Yeah.
Eli.
Eli from every other year.
So I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I think they'll make adjustments. They'll get Zeke going. They're not going against the Panthers defense like last week.
Yeah.
And I think Dak will play better. Unfortunately, their wide receiver core is pretty weak. But I do think Dak will play a little bit better and they'll get Zeke going.
Gage, who do you got?
I'm going to be realistic here. I love what you said. I love the talking Dallas Cowboys. I wish it could happen. But I got the Giants win this game, sadly, 24-19. There's just way too many weapons on the offensive side. Our defense will do a great job, so that won't be a high-scoring game. But that offensive coordinator, the play calling, the coaching, I don't see him getting it done. Brett Maher's not going to kick as many field goals. It really sucks to say this, but yeah, I got the New York Giants winning 24-19, sadly.
Nope. The Cowboys are going to win this game. I'm telling you guys. I don't care.
I hope I'm wrong.
I don't care how bad the Cowboys played last week, and I don't care how bad the Cowboys are going to be this year. Yeah, we know. The Cowboys played like shit last week, and they're probably not going to make the playoffs based on the performance last week.
Yeah.
But the Giants fans, y'all can't beat us. Y'all just can't do it. Y'all can't do it. The only time y'all beat us was that year. Y'all had that amazing defense, and y'all were just our kryptonite. You cannot beat us. We beat you every single year. Home opener, every single year we beat you. Y'all can't beat us. That's a fact. Y'all can't beat us. No matter how bad, how good we are, y'all just can't beat us. And we're gonna beat you again and prove that y'all guys are just another team that y'all. I don't even have to say much here. The Cowboys are going to win this game. It's going to be a boring-ass, close game, 17-14. Cowboys will win. Zeke, Dak will do enough to win. Probably, it's going to be boring, guys.
Gosh, you're
literally,
one of those Cowboys fans.
I'm hoping, Eric. I'm hoping.
don't tune into this game because it's going to be
When was your
boring.
last Super Bowl?
1995 actually was not born,
And
but
have they had 2 or 3 since then?
they've had none since 1995.
The Giants?
Oh, the Giants too? Oh, I don't care about the Giants. They had a great defense, and I don't even think the Giants' defense is as good as they were. So
I mean, that's what it takes to win a Super Bowl.
the Giants, yeah, but what happened
what's
last
your
year?
argument?
What happened last year? The Giants
If we're
are.
talking Super Bowls.
You think Giants are Super Bowl contenders?
No, I'm not saying this year. I'm just saying they won 2 Super Bowls since the last time you guys won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Congrats to them. Eli has 2 rings. Yeah, I get it. I know. He still sucks. I don't know. I saw all this thing like on Twitter, like, oh, if the Giants don't win this game, if the Giants don't beat the Cowboys, like how? Like how can you not beat the Cowboys? Like, guys, this is a rival game, and they never beat us. They never beat us. They never beat us. Like,
But they got 2 Super Bowls since your last
okay,
Super Bowl.
congrats to them. We're not talking about Super Bowls. We're talking about who's going to win this game on Sunday night. Guys, don't tune into this game. We're probably not going to score. No one's probably going to score until like the second half of. And if we do score, it's going to be like a 3. It's going to be one of those set 3 to field. Like we go down the field, we don't score, we get a field goal. And then they go down, they get a field goal, and then it's going to be like a stalemate for like a long time. Yeah, I know how these games are, guys. It's going to be a close game, 17-14. Cowboys are going to win, and Giants fans are going to be salty and start talking crap again. Saquon's going to have a good game. Odell's is going to have a good game. But the Cowboys' defense is good now. So I feel like they will contain. And the offense is just not good. We know that. But this is going to be a boring game, guys. Don't tune in. Both of these teams suck. I'm being honest with you. Cowboys are not good, and the Giants are not good. Just letting you know. All right, next game. Seattle Seahawks at Chicago Bears Monday Night Football. Gage, who you got?
I have the Chicago Bears winning, man. Khalil Mack was only half ready for the week 1 against the Green Bay Packers, and he killed it in that game. I got him doing pretty much the same performance against Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson is the most sacked quarterback in the past 5 seasons or something like that. So yeah, I got 24-20. I still think Russell Wilson put up some touchdowns and throw some bombs, but yeah, I got Chicago winning.
I think Seattle will have more time than the Packers had to make adjustments to Khalil Mack. They'll be able to see how the Bears used him in week 1. Even though the Bears will probably make some adjustments on how they use them. So I'm gonna take the Seahawks in this one. I said Russell Wilson was gonna do enough to catch a dub last week. He didn't. They barely lost. But I just don't trust the Bears offense. So I'm gonna take the Seahawks and 24-21 victory.
I'm gonna take the Chicago Bears in a close game. I feel like the defense looked pretty good. The Bears' defense looked a lot better with Khalil Mack, and I feel like they'll put pressure on Russell Wilson. But I think it's gonna be a close game. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Seahawks actually edge them out. But the Bears just choked in that game. But they also went against Aaron Rodgers, and you can never go wrong with how Aaron Rodgers does. So, I just feel like the Bears, they still looked pretty good. And the Seahawks lost a close one. I think they'll lose another close one. I feel like it's a similar type game between the Seahawks and the Broncos, with the Seahawks and the Bears. Defense is too much, but the Seahawks will have their plays. So I feel like the Bears will win this game 27-24. So you got Seahawks,
Yeah.
and we got Bears. All right, guys.
But Doug Baldwin's doubtful too.
Is he?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask something. I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know. I don't even remember. Anyways, those are our picks this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know what you think. Your picks, put them down in the comments below as always, and we'll see you next week. Peace out.
Peace.